dramedy. Do some drama. You can call it dramedy. Dromedary. That's a type of a camel. Yeah. This is the eternal moment of now. I am your host and guide for the journey, and my name is PJ Cote. You may have known me. My other nickname is Haywood Jablomi, JK. We are here at Ascend, that is a climbing gym in Erie, Pennsylvania. If you are part of the LGBTQIA++ community, you could pronounce it Ascend a little bit, maybe. You could call it that. And I saw a sign earlier that said something about, let's talk about rope safety. And the last time I talked about rope safety, it was through a ball gag while Mistress Roxana cracked me with a cat o' nine tails while spitting on me simultaneously. Rope safety. Because I completely look like somebody who's into BDSM, right? I look like the fucking tour manager for Seals and Croft tonight. And I'm happy to be here in Erie, Pennsylvania. I don't understand Erie, Pennsylvania. We have a pressed isle. The pressed isle is French for almost an island, which is an amazing coincidence because Erie's almost a city. You guys don't even have a real candy. Like this one dignitary about Erie, she's like, there's no there. That's the same for the sponge candy. There's no there. You take a bite of the sponge candy, that's their trademark treat. You take a bite of the sponge candy and it disappears immediately as you crack. It's like there's ghosts. I think there's chocolate-covered ghosts. That's how I describe the sponge candy. They get these little ghosts out of these decrepit chest of drawers here in the Erie Victorians, and they capture them and they ensconce them with chocolate. And then as soon as you take a bite, the ghost escapes out of your nostril holes and then flies back to the east side and lands back in the decrepit armoire from whence it came. Yes, I said decrepit armoire. I'm pretty bummed out. I had to stop going to my favorite strip club, run all by midgets. They're always short-staffed. And it sucked because they're always making small talk, and I'm so ADD that I can't handle that. Last week I told that joke, and there's a little guy in the audience who started getting all pissed off. Like, hey, dude, slow down. We don't need a short temper out of you. Thought they really had a short fuse. But don't worry, it ended up good. We just, we threw him, we had the guy throw him out. He was thrown away. He got thrown away. Did my angle, get framed angle? Yeah, baby, we're back. This is what happens when you direct your own show. Here we go, baby. I'm back in effect. You guys watching the Olympics? You guys watching the Olympics right now? I got back on the Peacock just in time for the Olympics, and I'm currently watching the Olympics. I don't know if you heard about this controversial thing. There was a bobsled race, and it was like a photo finish, and the main guy who's supposed to win, he lost like by a nose. Well, that guy sure was a sore loser. So that's topical, right? That's a local thing. Oh, recently I've been watching, if you notice advertising lately has been getting very inclusive. You'll notice like ad for Walmart will be like a heavier individual, and God love them. Let's include everybody. I think right now if you're like a kind of a sketchy looking person, this is the perfect time to go to Hollywood and become like a model. Because if you're like missing an ankle or like you got covered in tattoos or you got shot in the war, I think if they really want to include everybody in the advertising right now. Like I saw this one ad for whatever t-shirt, and the guy, he had one regular arm and the other arm was like below the wrist. There's nothing there. And God love him. What does that have to do with advertising a t-shirt? I was like, man, that takes a lot of bravery. Give that guy a hand, huh? Give him a hand. And I mean, like, give him a literal fucking hand. Like, he needs a replace. Sorry about that. I think it's weird now how we judge people based on totally different criteria whether you're cool or not. Like now it's like how many Instagram followers do you have versus how many people do you follow. Like I started following this comedian and she had like 102,000 followers but like 1,500 posts. And when she followed me, I'm like, damn. It's like, and I complimented her too. I'm like, that's a good ratio you got going there. And the perfect comparison I came up with is like this distance between your followers versus your following is like thigh gap on a chick, right? Like the more thigh gap, the better, right? So the greater the distance between followers to following. That's my sexist analogy of the day. Do you like that one? I got in trouble once for complimenting a woman's thigh gap at work.
Yeah, it's not the place to do it.
I thought that it was a call center, kind of laid back, but I guess it wasn't that laid back, huh? Sorry for complimenting you. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know, but I used to live in Los Angeles, and that's where I got my start in comedy. Started writing comedy and going to the Comedy Store and doing that. And I gotta admit, this is probably something I've never really told anybody on stage before, but I kind of got mixed up in a cult a little bit in Los Angeles. And really jammed my life up here for a good number of months. Damn you, Lisa. You may know that reference if you're from the 80s. I also don't like the phrase ally. I think it's like weirdly militaristic and shouldn't be. I think we should call them rain bros. Or maybe rain hoes if you're female Christians. Speaking of rainbows, see that how I segue? I'm the king of segues, right? Lately, all I've been eating lately is this one kind of cereal. Have you ever heard of the Malto meal? It's like a knockoff Fruity Pebbles. It's like, I call them fruit shingles because it looks like the grit that comes off your roof in a hard rain, but it's multicolored. And so they come in like these 8-pound bindle bags that you tie to a stick like a runaway child and walk away out of the store barefoot with your bindle bag of rainbow colored cereal. And I've been eating so much of this stuff that's like discoloring my poop now. So like every time I poop, I have like rainbow colored poop. So my poop is now a protected class. It's like my poop is so rainbow gay that like as soon as it starts coming out of my butt, it gets all turned on because it realizes it's in a butthole and it tries to go back inside and boost me with its own poop. In other words, I'm constipated. Hey, what do shrimp use to get horny?
What?
Pornography. Hey, how come like the very second, this is a perfect example of Murphy's Law, how come the very second that you clip your fingernails, you will encounter a fingernail-dependent activity almost immediately? Do you guys... Exactly. Did you hear about, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but like, I was watching this nature program and the announcer was like, when the coral reef gets stressed out, it can die. It's like, Jesus Christ, what could possibly stress out a coral, huh? Easy, current events.
Coral's got to take it easy.
Current events. I think that's a good one. I came up with one today. I imagined a conversation. I was at the dog park yesterday. I imagined a conversation between a dog that is owned by a blind guy versus a dog that's not owned by a blind person. So they meet each other. They're like, hey, how you doing? My name's Bruce. It's like, oh. Hey, Bruce. Ted. Good to meet you, Ted. Your asshole smells pretty good. Yours too, Bruce. So Bruce, the blind guy's dog, is like, so, Ted, how many hours a day does your guy walk? 12? 14? And the dog's like, bro, I get half an hour, or I get half a mile every other day, bro. And I want to do some controversial jokes real quick, just to get them over with. I'm going to start with my Epstein joke. Is it okay if I do my Epstein joke, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my impression of Brian Epstein, the manager of the Beatles, after he had sex with John Lennon. Oh, that was a bit messy now, but wasn't it? I'm sorry, that's not cool. I didn't mean to insinuate that gay sex is any messier than regular sex. That's not cool. Speaking of which, one time I was working at Country Fair, and this guy rolled up in a wheelchair, and I had to ask him to wait. But listen, if you have to ask somebody in a wheelchair to wait, do not use the phrase, sit tight. He got mad. I don't blame him. Sit tight? Oh, sit tight? How much fucking tighter am I supposed to sit here? Okay, I've been sitting tight since 6th grade, motherfucker. And we got bed sores from all this sitting tight I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insinuate that wheelchair people have bed sores from, that's ableist. That's an ableist joke, and I take it back. Sometimes it's hard to talk to my gay friends. I can never get a straight answer out of them. All right, now I want to say real quick, since I got into comedy, my family's been finding out, and my grandpa got wind that I'm doing comedy, so now he wants to chime in. He's sent me a couple of jokes he wants me to do, so with your okay, I'm sure these are pre-internet, so there's no way they're, yeah. So I'm going to do my grandpa jokes for you real quick, and I got to impersonate him while I do it, okay? All right, so here's good old Grandpa Otis with his two jokes he gave me. Ready? He goes, "Hey, did you hear about the gay Irish stepbrothers? Yeah, Gerald Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzgerald." Is that joke 100 years old? I don't know, probably. There's other one too. This one is very, very modern sounding. He goes, "There's a lady who wanted to take a bath in milk. So she called the milkman, and when he came to her house, she said, 'I want 3 gallons of milk.' And I want to take a bath in the milk." And then the milkman goes, "Well, do you want it pasteurized?" He's like, "No, you can just get up to tits level. Just up to the tits is good enough." Pasteurized. I'm going to try that again one day. So, you know the word spigot when you're running the water? Doesn't that sound like the worst thing you can say about a gay person plus the worst thing you can say about a Mexican at the same time? It's like a hybrid, terrible, terrible word. I don't want to use spigot. I don't like it. It sounds like I'm calling somebody something horrible. Can we just call them homosexicans? I like that one personally. Right now I'm searching the internet to try to find a picture of a really fat guy who looks like Tupac, so I can call him 4-Pop Shakard. Also, right now I've been traveling through the ghetto neighborhoods, trying to look for find a fight that's going on. I want to find like 2 girls fighting, and then one of them rips the other one's wig off. I can be like, "Unbelievable!" and drive off real fast. Probably won't get shot up for that. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Chris Scriva was telling me that his grandpa heard one of my jokes, and every time Chris goes to see him, his grandpa makes him tell everybody the joke I came up with. So I'm going to do that for you guys, since this one's really hot with Scriva's granddad. I was like, "You guys ever heard about the hookup site for gay amputees?" Yeah, Stump Grinder. Got any cat owners in the house? Any cats? I got my dog here, but the thing about cats is like people always like, "Oh, my cat came up missing," and I don't ever really feel that bad. Like I don't think cats come up missing. I think cats just go on epic fucking adventures that we don't even know about. They're like off with some adolescent dog, eating spaghetti and fighting and fucking, and come back later with all these tits hanging down from a phantom brood of kittens they dropped off somewhere. No, your cat didn't go missing. Your cat went on an epic fucking adventure that they made a movie out of or something. Here's further example that Al Gore invented the internet. Remember that series of tubes he described? Further proof that Al Gore invented the internet. You guys ready? Algorithm. I rest my fucking case. Algorithm. Yeah. So, I'm going to finish with a couple of impressions, maybe. This is an abstract impression. This is my impression of a CD joint from a 1989 Ford Explorer. It's like this. 5 in the morning. It's funny, like, CV joint, I thought that meant you took your resume and you rolled a doobie out of it. That's a Latin reference in this joke, curriculum vitae. And finally, I'll finish with an impression of my favorite comedian of all time. So, obviously, when Norm Macdonald passed away, he started life coaching me a little bit. And so sometimes when I'm getting sad or depressed or forlorn, I'm like, hey God, screw you God. You guys ever yell at God? Screw you God, where's my blessings today? How come I don't have love and affection this very moment? And then God used to tolerate me, but I think since Norm died, he just subs God in for me, or subs Norm in for me. So Norm's like, I'll handle this. And I'll be like, what's going on? They're like, come on Norm, tell me, where's all my blessings? Why hasn't it happened for me yet? And Norm's like, what are you talking about, guy? What about all those fat girls I sent you, huh? What about that long 15-year-long uninterrupted string of just big old fat girls I sent you? You didn't want any of those? What gives? So I think I'll finish with I will finish with a little song. Okay, you ready? This is Sidewinder by Lee Morgan. I'll play my own outro music. PJ Cote here. I smoke marijuana in my 6 Impala.